Terence Crawford is my favorite fighter of this era. You know, he's my favorite fighter of this era. So, as friends, as business, in boxing, Terence Crawford wins.
You know, if that was the case, his face would look like mush. You know, he's moving his head, he's jabbing.
He's slick. A lot of people too, like,
since he knocked people out so much, people forget that he's a good boxer.
Yeah.
Right.
But then again, I think about Crawford's abilities and his IQ and his footwork, which Canelo cannot handle. And we know that for a fact. It happened with Bivol, it happened with Mayweather, who schooled him left and right.
Mike Tyson warned Canelo after watching Terence Crawford's brutal workouts. Tyson explained that every fighter has a style, but when the moment comes, some become as ruthless as animals. He made it clear, when aggression and discipline are combined, a boxer becomes almost unstoppable. Tyson believes Crawford is ready for war. His intensity and hunger set him apart. The question is whether Canelo can handle that level of fire, or if you'll be too vulnerable against a man so hungry for greatness.
There we go. That's what's so crazy.
Listen, most of these guys, Alexander Green, Hannibal, Genghis Khan, we have their DNA. That's why some people are savages to some, because we have these guys' DNA. These guys conquered the world, and look who we are, what level we are. We have their seeds. We have them. Some people, they have those psychopaths. Some people love killing people. Some people love eating people. Some people don't, just like animals, some animals get domesticated quicker than others. And the same in human beings. Some of them get domesticated quicker than others. And some of them just never get domesticated. They're just what they are.
So you just genetically passed down their makeup.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. I think the way we're so attached to our phones is going to lead to us being attached to some electronic thing that we wind up accepting in our body.
No, listen,
and it's going to change what people are.
Like some iRobot shit, honestly?
Yeah, legitimately. Like some kind of cyborg
all of
shit.
us right now, if our phones stop now, we would start fighting for some reason. Before we figured this shit out, if our phones started now, we would for some reason find reasons to fight.
We're so distracted by phones. But I think the thing about phones is you accept the fact that everybody has one. You accept the fact you always have it on you. So it might as well be a part of your body. It's just not connected. And one day it will be. One day they're going to figure out how to put a thing on your head that makes your brain work way better. And a few people are going to do it and they're going to have a big advantage. And then we're all going to do it.
But until then,
your
phone will be like your will. When you die, take my...
As Terence Crawford prepares for the toughest test of his career, he's been training with Carlos Adames, a rugged middleweight known for relentless pressure and raw power. This sparring choice speaks volumes about Crawford's mindset. Facing a naturally bigger opponent like Canelo means learning to absorb heavy shots is not optional, it's essential. By taking Adames' punches in camp, Crawford is conditioning his body and mind for the storm he expects on fight night. It's a sign of persistence, strategy, and smart preparation.
So here's a video that many people have sent me to determine in their mind that Terence Bud Crawford would lose to Canelo Alvarez, or is going to lose September 13th to Canelo Alvarez, as he is sparring here middleweight WBC world champion Carlos Adames, who is 24 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, 18 wins by way of knockout. And people are saying that Carlos Adames, who's 5'11" with a 73-inch arm reach, is having his way with Terence Bud Crawford. And this is an indication that the 168-pound Canelo Alvarez, who's 5'7" with a 70-inch arm reach, is going to have the same type of success and knock Terence Crawford out. But what people are not paying attention to is Terence Crawford is standing right in front of Carlos Adames and taking the big punches from Carlos Adames as he's standing in the pocket and counterpunching him and taking his blows at a smaller weight class while competing at 147. Now he bulked up. What y'all
Oscar De La Hoya, a former Canelo opponent and now a promoter, believes Canelo's aggression could actually be his downfall. Yes, Canelo will bring pressure, but De La Hoya insists Crawford has the artistry and flexibility to pick him apart. He points out how Dimitri Bivol beat Canelo by controlling distance and pace, while Mayweather frustrated him with defense and ring IQ. Crawford, as a switch-hitting southpaw with quick counters and elite intelligence, has multiple pathways to victory. Canelo's power is real, but Crawford's skill set could dismantle it.
Terence has a shot in beating Canelo Alvarez.
That's the $1 million question. When I watched Terence Crawford get rattled and rocked by Yorkis Gamboa, who's a natural 30-pounder, that to me is going to be a huge problem when he gets hit by Canelo. So he fights at 175. He's fighting these big monsters.
Right. Yeah.
He's not getting rattled at all.
Right.
No.
Berlanga's a big kid.
Right.
Yeah.
So it makes me think, I mean, how is Crawford going to keep him away for 12 rounds? Canelo's going to come at him hard. But then again, I think about Crawford's abilities and his IQ and his footwork, which Canelo cannot handle. And we know that for a fact. It happened with Bivol, it happened with Mayweather, who schooled him left and right with no problem. And Canelo was way stronger than Mayweather. So there's
Don't you think Canelo's a better fighter than he was then? Today?
A better fight? Yeah, a little better. Yeah, his footwork is still the same. He's flat-footed. He's very heavy on his feet.
Obviously, Canelo has the power to hurt anyone.
In this game, power means a lot. If you can't keep your guy off you, or you don't know how because it's too much pressure.
Right.
And the one thing about Crawford is that he knows how to handle the pressure. He's a savvy boxer. You know, and he doesn't run, and he has that heart. He's a dog. He has that heart. You want to fight me? I'm going to fight you.
Comparing Crawford to Alexander Usyk isn't far-fetched. Usyk, a smaller heavyweight, toppled giants like Anthony Joshua and even challenged Tyson Fury by relying on speed, technique, and confidence rather than trying to match size. Experts say Crawford must approach Canelo the same way, leaning on his rhythm, accuracy, and ring control instead of chasing raw power. Just as Usyk stayed true to his style, Crawford's greatest weapon may be his own identity. Trusting his instincts and using his full skill set could be the formula to neutralize Canelo's physical advantages.
Him bulking up and say, you know what? Nah, Terence Crawford, if you want a chance, not just to survive, but a chance to beat Canelo Alvarez, you have to be you. Just like Alexander Usyk was himself to face muscle machines like Anthony Joshua, big, tall enigma in the heavyweight division like Tyson Fury. Now, let me quickly give you an example of what I'm talking about. See, when Alexander Usyk fought Anthony Joshua, right? He weighed in at 221. Joshua was 244, giving up 20 pounds, over 20 pounds, almost 25 pounds, right? Alexander Usyk didn't chase Anthony Joshua in terms of trying to bulk up. Oh man, I'm gonna fight this heavyweight. His power is gonna be more than me. His weight, he could overwhelm me with his weight, his height, you know, his power. No, I gotta be the most comfortable fighter I could be. I gotta be comfortable under my own skin. I'm not gonna beat him off power. I gotta beat him off speed. I gotta beat him off movement. I gotta beat him off adjustments. I gotta beat him off IQ, right? So Alexander Usyk didn't have to bulk up to be successful. Now look at this one. Look at when he fought Tyson Fury. He kept the same energy, he kept the same mindset, and it still got him to become an undisputed heavyweight champion.
Crawford's coach, Joel Diaz, highlights both the boxing and historic stakes of this fight. He notes that Crawford's skills will trouble Canelo immediately. But beyond the ring, this matchup changes Crawford's legacy forever. Despite being a multi-division champion, Crawford has often missed out on the biggest paydays. This fight changes that. It's his ticket to generational wealth and global fame. Diaz admits the pressure is massive, but so is the reward. Beating Canelo isn't just about glory in the ring. It's about securing a place in boxing history.
He never made those millions of dollars that he deserved to make, and became friends with Turkey Alish, which Turkey Alish announced it publicly. Terence Crawford is my favorite fighter of this era. You know, he's my favorite fighter of this era. So, as friends, as business, in boxing, Terence Crawford wins. But he wins money. Because now, hey, you know what? As my friend that you are, I make you an offer. Would you fight Canelo? I'll give you 40 million. I don't know if it's 40, I don't know if it's 50, 60, but he's not gonna make no less than $10 million. So right there, Crawford's winning, regardless. As a fighter, like, dude, you give me 20 million, I'll fight anybody. I'll fight Anthony Joshua right now. So Terence Crawford has to sell the fight. He has to say, I'll beat Canelo, left and right, whatever, right? But we've seen it we've seen it many, many times. When fighters move up 2 divisions to beat a champion, they fail. I mean, I saw it with Mikey Garcia when he fought Earl Spence. I saw it when Demetrius Andrade, a 147-pounder, was avoided for years. He moved to 54, he was avoided. He moved to 160, he fought maybe once or twice. Nobody wanted to fight him, so he moves to 68 and fights Benavidez. What happened? He looked good for the first 3 rounds because he's good. But once that heavy monster was coming at you,